So it's a nice and bright and sunny day. It's really warm. I have no long sleeves on. Expecting a really warm summer. I'm sort of moving on my way towards a spot where we've had huge holes dug overnight. Literally, it's just the creatures of the night getting some grubs, but I think it's funny how deep the holes are actually getting. Because it's not even summer yet, and the animals seemed very starved or thirsty for food, to the point that they're digging huge holes for some nice grubs. Apparently it's the cause for the holes to get at the grubs in the more moist, cool soil that's beneath their surface. It's like far beneath the surface. So you got like an almost 30 centimeter hole. So here they are. Here's some nice deep ones. Lots of dirt. And that gets in pretty deep. So literally a couple of deep holes to try and get some grubs out of there. And I think it's funny, the more holes are showing up. Because these aren't bunny holes. Bunny holes would be a little bit deeper and a little bit more slanted, I feel. Whereas these ones are like directly deep, just deep. And so it's like, I don't think they're made from rabbits. We haven't seen a rabbit for a while. The top possibilities for these sorts of holes are wallabies and betongs, because we have noticed the betongs are hanging around. And then the third is bandicoots. So, but I would blame wallabies and betongs before the bandicoots, but bandicoots can dig too. I did see a bandicoot digging, so I'm placing my bet they're probably made from betongs, because they've been jumping around and hopping around, helping themselves to front back paddocks. Now they're getting to the third one, so they're probably just scrounging around for some food, I would guess. But how is this heat? It's not even the end of winter. It's almost the end of winter, a couple more weeks and it'll be spring. But that sky is as blue as the sun is hot, you know. So anticipating a lot of hot weather this year. I think I did read yesterday or the day before that they do expect bushfires, but they didn't name this region. They named other regions in the country of expecting high temperatures and high risk of bushfires this summer, but they didn't mention our region. So I was like, what's that kind of news? It has nothing to do with this region. I'm not even gonna really do anything more than glance at it. But I mean, if it's this hot already, it's like you can expect possibly a really dry summer with bushfires. But it's supposed to be, everyone's like, but it's supposed to be a wet summer, and it's like, I'm not sure it's going to be a wet summer. It feels pretty dry already. But literally this paddock here is the worst paddock. It's the most at risk to be affected by bushfires, and if it does, it's just like you just light a match and put it down, and literally if all this gets dry, it's already dry, but if it gets really dry, like drought dry before the summer, if we don't get very much rain, it'll be pretty dry under these heat temperatures. And you can be pretty aware that this place is a bushfire hazard. Pretty highly a bushfire hazard. But it's got long grasses, long weeds. The weeds are built up as high as a house, and it's got lots of wood. So it's really just a landscape waiting for a bushfire, and then it will be a unproperty problem, because all this leaf litter's around as well, and then that can easily transfer to this one. This is leaf litter, and then transfer up. So pretty hazardous, pretty scary. So if I get too scared, I'll just run away for a little while and have a holiday, I think.